A major challenge to Augusta County's secrecy is now under intense judicial scrutiny, following oral arguments before the Virginia Court of Appeals in the ongoing FOIA case brought by Breaking Through Media. On April 16th, Appellate judges heard arguments about whether the county improperly withheld a recording from a 2023 closed-door meeting where supervisors allegedly discussed the sudden resignation of board member Steve Morelli and possible allegations of wrongdoing. That meeting has never been publicly disclosed in full, and Breaking Through Media is fighting to make the tape public. But now, the tide may be turning. At least 2 judges appeared skeptical of the county's arguments. In particular, Judge Dominique Malveaux repeatedly questioned whether the county's notice for entering closed session met Virginia's transparency laws. When the county's attorney argued that referencing the Board of Supervisors was enough, Judge Malveaux asked, "That's a who, but it's not a what?" She repeated the same phrase later in the hearing, underscoring her concern that the county's vague agenda failed to disclose what issue was being discussed as required by state law. Her comments reflect a broader legal view that FOIA demands not just naming who is involved, but also what the public body intends to discuss, especially when the issue is something as serious as a public official's resignation. This line of questioning aligns with prior court rulings that emphasize subject matter specificity in closed session notices. It could signal that at least some members of the court are open to finding the county's actions out of compliance with FOIA. The court had already ordered Augusta County to submit the secret recording by March 19th. With that tape now in the hands of the judges, a decision is expected in the coming months. The ruling could have major implications. If the court sides with Breaking Through Media, the tape may finally be released, and Augusta County residents may learn exactly why a supervisor stepped down and what was said behind closed doors. This case could set a major precedent for transparency across Virginia, reinforcing the idea that local governments can't simply use vague legal terms to hide politically sensitive matters from the public. Team, to hear the full oral argument, you can listen at the link provided in this story. Breaking Through News will continue to follow developments in this case as a ruling approaches. To stay up to date on the latest in local government corruption, subscribe to Breaking Through News on YouTube or at breakingthrough.com.